today. From the Caesars Superdome in...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Out of the gun, Fields.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The question for Mixon was after an injury-riddled 2020. Will he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The numbers a week ago for Chase.
6 catches, 55 yards and a touchdown.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this one is incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And the Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 11 catches, 84 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, look at the juke. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, pounded up the middle with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mixon running wide side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5 now.
Burrow, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Inside handoff to Mixon. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap. Fields on a slant, complete to Michael Thomas. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Fields. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Here's Fields. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Fields. Olave holds it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Fields. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He finds his man Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun, here's Fields. Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Quick throw to Olave. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Fields going to take this himself.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, a give to Mixon.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Pirine. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
Fields throw caught by Olave.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Fields now to throw.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fields on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A draw play for Mixon. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Burrow on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Fields. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Fields. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Kamara up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Fields.
On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
That's caught. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. This goes out wide for Mixon.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I know when you're looking at this.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Saints, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
To Chenault on the slant.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. On first down. This is McCaffrey.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Dancing to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Lance looking to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And Lance now to throw.
And this throw will be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Lance. He's got Bellinger.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
The Niners at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And Lance's throw brought in by Bellinger.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Now Lance.
Forced out to his left.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And Lance going to throw.
Being chased out left. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
On play action, Lance. Another pass complete to Bellinger.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Second and 5.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Throwing for his... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. He's got it.
And the Niners are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, McCaffrey.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Just a 4-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for it with Janovich. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action here on first down, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake. Lance. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
From the 31, Lance. And he whips that one incomplete there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 1. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Lance. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Lance now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Lance. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Looking to throw. Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Lance. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Here's Pollard again. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Second and 9 now. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Shifts by him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got it. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Lance looking to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lance.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. On second down, it's Coleman. That one a first down pickup of 8. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, here's Lance.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that
one. Looking to throw.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Penny going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Pollard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
2nd and 11.
Here's McCaffrey.
143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for San Francisco, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.